And the second largest phylum is Mollusca. So Mollusca happens to be the second largest phylum after Arthropoda. Now all the first few points are going to remain the same. Like level of organization will be organ system. What's the second point? Keep on telling me. Symmetry, bilateral. But here I'll add one point. For which point? Second point. All of them show which symmetry? Bilateral symmetry. But some show asymmetry due to torsion. Okay? Matlab during their development, they undergo a lot of coiling, and that is called as what? Torsion. Some of them may become asymmetric. Okay, what's the next point? Coelom. क्या बोलेंगे? Eucoelomate. Next point. What will say? Next point. Absent. Segmentation is absent. That is point number 6. ठीक है, जो भी you know what is it. Okay. What's the 6th point? Body plan, tube within tube. Next, habitat. That is point number 7. Habitat and features आएगा ना उसमें. And then we'll say that their habitat is both. They're aquatic as well as they are what? Terrestrial. So within that we'll talk about the body features. So I have drawn a diagrammatic representation of the body plan of mollusk, snail. Okay, it's a body plan. जैसे कि कोई बिल्डिंग का देखो ब्लूप्रिंट बनाते हैं, वो थोड़ी बिल्डिंग जैसा दिखता है, लेकिन एक जनरल आइडिया आ जाती है उससे. बराबर है? तो ये बॉडी प्लान है. किसका बॉडी प्लान है? मॉलस्क का. We say that their body gets divided into 3 parts. The head, then the visceral mass, which is also called as the hump, and the presence of a muscular foot. So what are the 3 parts of the body? Head, visceral mass, and the muscular foot. The body is covered by a spongy skin. The body is covered by a spongy skin, which is called as mantle. M-A-N-T-L-E. Mantle. What does what does your textbook call that mantle? It calls it as a spongy skin. So that spongy skin, which is called as the mantle, it covers their body. What is my point? And the mantle and the visceral mass, they enclose a cavity here, which is called as the mantle cavity. And in those who are aquatic, in that cavity we can also see the presence of gills. Okay. Then in some mollusk, the mantle secretes a calcareous shell. Okay. Now, some mollusk, the shell is external, like in the case of snails. In some mollusks, the shell is internal. For example, sepia or cuttlefish, it is called. And in some mollusks, the shell is absent. For example, octopus. Octopus does not have a shell on its body. So shell is not a common feature for everybody. It is absent in the case of an octopus. If it is present, it can either be external or internal. External is seen in a snail and internal is seen in sepia, which is called as cuttlefish. Okay. Have you heard of oysters? Oysters, you know oysters. Some of them are called pearl oysters. Okay, because कुछ ऐसे होता है कि कभी कभी ना उनके मैंटल और इस शेल के बीच में इम्प्योरिटी आ जाती है, कोई डस्ट पार्टिकल वगैरह आ जाता है, तो वो अपने आप को बचाने के लिए उससे उसके अराउंड पूरा एक केमिकल सिक्रीट करते हैं जिसको बोलते हैं नेर. एक्स्ट्रा बता रहा हूं मैं. ओके, है नहीं आपको क्या बोलते उसको? नेर. तो उसी से क्या बनता है बच्चों? पर्ल बनता है. तो आर्टिफिशियल पर्ल मेकिंग है ना, जापान ने जो स्टार्ट किया, उसमें दे स्टार्टेड इंट्रोड्यूसिंग दैट इम्प्योरिटीज एंड दे स्टार्टेड क्रिएटिंग दैट पर्ल. वरना थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ऑयस्टर्स को ओपन करोगे तो एक आध पर्ल मिलता था बॉटम ऑफ द ओशन. समझे? दैट इज व्हाई दोज नेचुरल पर्ल्स आर वेरी कॉस्टली, बट आर्टिफिशियल पर्ल्स कम वेरी चीप बच्चों. ओके, बिकॉज दे डू मास प्रोडक्शन of artificial pearls by using a type of an oyster which is called as pearl oyster. You want the body feature, bachalo? So how many parts did we divide the body into? 3 parts. What are 3 parts? Head, then visceral mass, and the muscular foot. Then we said the body is covered by spongy skin, which is called as the mantle. Then we spoke about a cavity, which is the mantle cavity, right? And then we discussed on its shell. Is shell found in all mollusks? No. It is absent in the case of octopus. Then, what are the 8 point guys? Digestive system. They show a complete digestive system. And their mouth cavity. This is their mouth cavity. Another name for mouth cavity is buccal cavity. The buccal cavity shows the presence of a specialized organ which is called radula. क्या कहते हैं उसको? Radula, which is used for rasping. 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 From my action you can come to know that it has got some teeth with the help of which it can hold on to things. That is called as what? Rasping. Okay, so the buccal cavity, the digestive system is complete, and the buccal cavity has a rasping organ, and the rasping organ is called radula. What's the rasping organ called, bachcho log? Radula. I hope you got my point, bachcho log. Okay. You hold with your hands. That is called grasping. 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 You know, grasping. They hold with their buccal cavity with a specialized radula, and that is called as rasping the food. समझा ना ऐसा क्यों वर्ड यूज करना? Then the respiratory system, they show the presence of gills in the case of which forms? Aquatic forms. And they'll show the presence of lungs in the case of terrestrial forms. Okay? The gills are feather-like gills. And these feather-like gills are also known as tenidia. The NCERT is not mentioned the word. It's optional for you to learn it. But you have to remember that gills है और क्या है? Gills है और lungs है. Gills किस में है? एक्वेटिक फॉर्म्स में, और लंग्स किसमें, टेरेस्टेरियल फॉर्म्स। और कुछ गिल्स कैसे दिखते हैं, फेदर्स की जैसा, तो उसके लिए स्पेशल नाम दिया था, क्या था वो, टेनिडिया। ओके, शैल वी कंटिन्यू बच्चों लोग? सो दे हैव गॉट गिल्स एज वेल एज lungs for respiration. The circulatory system, bachcho, the circulatory system is of which type? Open type. Except few, like sepia, has which type? Closed. Did my class follow? Okay. And you know, have you got have you seen octopus being cut? No, none of you. A bluish color blood comes out. तो ये कैसे पता आप लोग को? हाँ, वो अपने डिफेंस के लिए जो चीज रिलीज करता है वो अलग चीज है, वो एक अलग चीज है। हाँ, आपका ब्लड कौन से कलर का है? बिकॉज इट हैज अ पिगमेंट कॉल्ड विच इज गॉट आयरन, विच और ऑक्सीडेशन गिव विच कलर? रेड कलर. देयर पिगमेंट इज हीमोसाइनिन, copper containing, and copper gives that bluish color. Okay, so their circulatory system is open, and what is the pigment that is present in their blood? Hemocyanin. क्या होता है उस pigment को? Hemocyanin. What is the 11th point, which know? Excretory system. Okay, now their excretory system has got special organs, just like we have got kidneys. Their excretory system has called organs called as organ of Bojanus. Okay, extra है, not in the text, ऑप्शनल, आपको याद नहीं करना, हमसे बताया मैंने. Those who are aquatic, they are amonotelic. Amonotelic मतलब nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Got it, everyone? The nervous system shows the presence of ganglions, and the ganglions are connected by connectives. So if you see the presence of a head ganglion, foot के अंदर pedal ganglion, then you have a visceral ganglion, and they're connected with each other by connective and commissures like this. Okay, they show the presence of sense organs, like they show the presence of eyes. Okay, and they have balancing organs. What are the balancing organs called, Bacho? Stratocysts. And they have a special organ called osphragma. क्या बोलूं उसको? Osphragma. The osphragma helps us to, or helps the mollusk to check the purity of water. So if the water is impure, it is polluted, they run away from there. So you'll not find them growing in, or they're not found in your ganda pani, sewage water, gutter ka pani, like cockroaches. Got my point? They don't like that. They're very clean. Good boy. 13th. What's the 13th point? Reproduction. They are showing which reproduction? Sexual reproduction. And can I say that dioecious? Matlab, you have separate male and female. What is the next point? Development. See, it is indirect development. And you see, they are mostly what? Oviparous. लिखे ना वहां पे? Then fertilization. बोलो. It is mostly what, which log? External. Then larval stages is going to be present. Clear all of you? Yes or no? पक्का? अब हम किसकी बात करेंगे? एक से एक अलग अलग एग्जाम्पल. पहले ये सारे पॉइंट्स क्लियर है सबको? हाँ या ना? अब सुनिए आप. बोलो मेरे साथ. बोलो. बोलो. फिर से. ऑक्टोपस देखेंगे. फिर से ऑक्टोपस देखेंगे. आप चाय पी लो. फिर से ऑक्टोपस देखेंगे. आप चाय पी लो. लास्ट टाइम क्या था? लोलिटा बॉम्बे स्टोर से मत लेना. अब लोलिटा आ गई बॉम्बे में. ठीक है, तो हम लोलिटा को कहाँ लेके गए? हम लेके गए उसको बॉम्बे में. क्या दिखाने? ऑक्टोपस मरीन ड्राइव पे. वहां पे एक्वेरियम है ना, आप लोग गए, जाओ कभी वहां पे. हाँ, मस्त एक्वेरियम है. इट्स कॉल्ड तारापुरे aquarium. So if you happen to go there, South Bombay, you should visit that place. Very beautiful. You see all these animals: Hydra, Phaedra, Mydra, Chidra. Everybody you will see. हाँ, तो बोलो. फिर पिंगटाड़ा. 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 Pearl oyster. Sepia. Cuttlefish. Octopus. Devilfish. Dentalium. Dentalium. Tusk shell. Aplysia. Aplysia. Sea hare. Chai. Cheetapleura. Cheetapleura. Chiton. P. Pila. Apple snail. Lo. Loligo. Loligo. Another tasty animal. Squid. Never tried? You have tried? Okay. याद हो गए एग्जाम्पल्स? हाँ, नहीं? पहला वाला कौन सा है? पिंगटाड़ा. पिंगटाड़ा. Pearl oyster. Sepia. Mollusca is soft body. So now we have got Echinodermata, which is, it means spiny skin. Okay. So the first point, guys, level of organization, that will be organ system. Second point would be symmetry. Okay. Now we need to remember here that during the larval stages, they show bilateral symmetry, but during the adult stage, they show radial symmetry. So larval stages में कौन सा symmetry है? Bilateral. फिर adult में radial. Then the things will remain the same. Then we'll come to the point of habitat, and there we need to mention that they are exclusively marine. Okay, and they are mostly they are benthic. मतलब they are bottom dwellers. मतलब they live at the near the seabed. Near the seabed. That is called benthic. If you're floating at the top, it's called pelagic. If you're bottom dweller, it's called as benthic. So mostly they are what? Bottom dwellers. So what is the word we are using there? Benthic. Did you get my point, Bachelor? Okay. Now, their most important feature in their body is the presence of the water vascular system. So डिटेल्स तो नहीं अपने को कि उसके ओपनिंग को मैट्रापोराइट बोलते हैं, तो कैनाल्स होते हैं, स्टोन कैनाल, रेडियल कैनाल, ये सब कैनाल होते हैं. अल्टीमेटली वाटर कहाँ पे जाता है? ट्यूब फीट में. सो सी द एनसीईआरटी लाइन that the water vascular system helps them to do what? Tell me. Locomotion, capturing the prey, then transport and respiration. 4 points आ गए. So water vascular system किस किस में help करते हैं guys? It helps them to locomote, then बोलो बोलो, capture the prey, है ना? Then transport of food, then it also helps in exchange of gases. That is called respiration. Okay? So for them, who is the most important system? Water vascular system. And the water vascular system helps them locomotion, capturing the prey, transport of food, as well as in respiration. Got it? Their digestive system is complete. Okay? And remember that if this is a starfish, the mouth is on the ventral side and the anus is on the dorsal side. So what is the location of the mouth and the anus? The mouth is present ventrally and the anus is present dorsally. Then what's the next system? Excretory absent. Okay? They're ammonotelic. They remove their waste in the form of ammonia. Followed by which system? Circulatory. Circulatory is highly reduced, open type. Heart is absent. इस ज़्यादा काम यही कर रहा है सब, water vascular system ही कर रहा है. Next is what? Nervous system. They have got ganglions and nerves. What is the next thing? Reproduction. They show sexual reproduction. Okay. Then for development is indirect. Fertilization is external. Larval stages are found. अब तो एक सिस्टम सेट हो गया ना, अपने को याद रहना चाहिए भी सब. What my point? तो डेवलपमेंट कैसा है? Indirect. Reproduction कैसा है? Sexual. Larval stages are found. Fertilization कैसा है? External. Okay? क्या? They show power of regeneration of organs. Like if you cut the starfish का arm, the arm will not form a new starfish. The starfish will form a new arm. But then that will not be considered as reproduction, right? I hope you got my point. So if you cut the tail of the lizard, does the lizard grow a new tail? Yes. But does the tail give birth to a new lizard? I hope you understood, right? समझे मेरा बात? एग्जाम्पल कोई शॉर्ट फॉर्म चाहिए कि याद कर लोगे डायरेक्ट? हाँ, कर लेते डायरेक्ट. हाँ, क्या है बताइए? बोलो. Asterias, 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 starfish, echinus, sea urchin, antedon, sea lily, cucumeria, sea cucumber, ophiora, brittle star. Now you read it, everybody. Loudly, Chirag. Just wait. Loudly. One more.